This report right here says that Miguel Arteta has kept in mind Bruno Guimares as an alternative to resolve Arsenal midfield dilemma. And obviously, there's also been rumors of Aaron Ramsey, a very familiar name around the Emirates as the perfect short-term fix for Arteta's midfield problems. And Arsenal have been stepping up their hunt for a central midfielder in the January transfer window, and Aaron Ramsey could be a short-term fix. He could be the perfect fix because he's aware of the environment at Arsenal. The Gunners have been lacking bodies in the middle of the park, and there is also a lack of severe quality, we can say, because obviously in the last game, Lokonga and Platino they got played around the park by Nottingham Forest, and Mikel Arteta has made his intentions clear that he wants to bring a central midfielder to the club in January. But the acquisition of a top class player in the mid season window is always tough, which is understandable because most of the players are already playing in the Champions League. Top players, they're playing in the Champions League, and who would want to leave a club playing in the Champions League for a team which is not in Europe at all? So there's that with Arsenal, and Arsenal are already aware of the quality that Ramsey possesses, and he wouldn't need time to adapt to life in North London. So sanctioning a 6-month deal would make a lot of sense for Arsenal. The Welshman left the club in 2019 on a free transfer, which was surprising because if Ramsey had time on his contract left, we could easily have sold him for around 30 million. We sold Iwobi for 35 million dollars, and I don't know how big that has to be the deal of the century in terms of Arsenal because we're famous for selling our best players at cheap prices. We sold Giroud, we sold Walcott, we sold Fabregas, we sold Van Persie, we sold Nasri. I mean, there's a whole list of players that we've sold. So Ramsey's time in Italy hasn't really gone to plan, and now Juventus are reportedly open to terminating his contract, uh, reportedly. But even though he's a really great midfielder and he's a very crucial part of the Welsh national team, the Gunners are interested in signing the 31-year-old as they look to ease their midfield woes. It was evident in Arsenal's FA Cup defeat to Nottingham Forest that Arsenal side needs a more experienced player in the heart of the team because Arsenal's team has the youngest average age in the Premier League, and it will be nice to have some sort of experience in the midfield. Though we have the likes of Xhaka, who's a very decent player, but obviously we know his limitations. He's not really that fast. He lunges into tackles sometimes, but he's a smart player. He's a very smart player. And Lokonga and Platino's lack of experience was evident in the match. And Arsenal could have actually done more if they had a more mature player in that midfield in the Nottingham Forest game. Part in Nelly's Africa Cup of Nation commitments leave Arsenal even tighter this month with the departure of Ainsley Maitland-Niles, who hadn't really been getting any game time uh, this year, and it was really difficult for him because he rejected a move to Wolves to stay at Arsenal, but maybe the competition is too tough. Cedric's cemented his position as the second right back, and Maitland Niles hasn't really got in a good run of games in the team. And the winter months could decide whether Arsenal qualify for the Champions League or so, and if whether reinforcements are there for Arsenal, if they could develop that depth of squad. Then Sembi Lokonga alongside Granit Xhaka, who are the only central midfielders training at the club. But obviously, the young Belgian midfielder Lokonga needs a bit of time because he had been sidelined after COVID and needs to get back to full fitness. Nottingham Forest was a good test of him, but it's not just down to him. The whole team played really bad. So a new midfielder is a necessity this month, but Arteta will be wary of splashing big money on players in a notoriously difficult builder. Ramsey still has a lot to give, in my opinion. He already knows the club and the area, and his signing wouldn't break the bank. It seems